Let's talk about Rey Mysterio Sr., who is the uncle of Rey Mysterio Jr., and his real name was Miguel Angel Lopez Diaz, and he performed as Rey Mysterio Sr. throughout his career and was really central to Tijuana, where he was the local fixture. And not just he was a great performer, he was also a very notable trainer with some significant students, including Rey Mysterio Jr., that will be, among the most influential performers, I would argue, ever. He began his career in 1976. Initially, he started out wanting to become a boxer before he shifted and became a wrestler. And he was featured in the World Wrestling Association in Mexico. That company launched in 1986. He was their inaugural junior light heavyweight champion, had a feud with Fishman that saw him beat Fishman to become the first champion, and then lost the title to Fishman in 1990. They also had a mask versus mask match in 1988 as well, where Mysterio Sr. was unmasked. And then throughout, he was somebody that went around to a lot of promotions, spent time in AAA. He also did a few dates with WCW. He worked the Starrcade 1990 event when they did this international tag team tournament, and he teamed with Conan. Conan was another wrestler that was trained by Rey Mysterio Sr. And then, worked with his nephew, with Rey Jr. They were a great tag team together in the mid-90s. Had a several year-long feud with Psychosis, where that started in the mid-90s. They resurrected it while Psychosis was in WCW. Psychosis was actually unmasked by Rey Sr. before he was unmasked on Nitro, like a month later in 1999. And then they renewed that feud later on in 2006 as well. But among the people he trained, I mentioned Conan and Psychosis, but Halloween, Damien, CCC, Misterioso, Cassandro, a lot of people that he trained as well. Also trained his son. He had several family members that went into professional wrestling, and there was no cause of death revealed yet. But for Rey Mysterio Jr., not just his uncle passing away, his father died not too long ago as well. So it's a pair of tragedies that he has had as well. But, a very renowned figure, especially in Tijuana. And I know that for a lot of the coverage, it's, uncle of Rey Mysterio Jr. This was someone that certainly had his own identity, his own legacy, much more than just his nephew. Like, he was a very significant figure, especially in Tijuana throughout the 80s and 90s and going into the 2000s as well. So I did post in my obit on the site a match involving both Rey Sr. and Jr. against Fuerza and Juventud Guerrero. And this is like a 28-minute match that, these guys, they had some spectacular matches. And this is like 95 with Rey and Juvi, where they were just, of course, they did that J-Cup match together in 1995. And that was, those two were they were great opponents for one another. And it's a great sample of Rey Sr. as well.